Can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument.
One of the best, the lively and deep.
Well, guys,
a proud franchise. Thank you, David. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for DeRozan.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the 5, down low. And for the Spurs, White is out there with Murray. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. Holmes passes to Fox. Kings moving the ball around. Passes it to Holmes. The kick out to Fox. To Holmes. Rebounded by the Spurs. Walker dishes to White. There's the pass to Pirtle. Bielitsa against DeRozan. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
Because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great D, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And, you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and, matter of fact, smack him in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you said.
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before, and it doesn't work with the great ones. No. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
The reverse hit home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And Holmes throws it down.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
It's tipped. Holmes with the steal. Bogdanovich against White. And Pirtle sends it back.
Wonderful anticipation from Pirtle on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back. Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Walker against Barnes. Down low. And close. And it's Pirtle that time on the assist by Walker.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot, just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Fox kicks to Holmes. Pass to Barnes. To the paint. It's Bielitsa. Makes it off the glass.
Well, at 6'10", Bielitsa's a legit threat inside, looking very comfortable and assured right there.
Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vlade in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they've kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years.
The Kings come into this one following a loss to the Pelicans. Holmes passes to Fox. To Holmes. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's White, and it's San Antonio with another. And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings, trailing by 4. And Holmes throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And the Spurs with possession here. Sacramento making their last shot. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
To the middle. Back to Bjelica. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. Bryn Forbes comes in for White. Fields checked in for the Kings. Here's Murray. The Kings getting the bucket. He kicks it to Pirtle. Pass to DeRozan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Both teams will make substitutions. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Here's Giles. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on DeRozan. Sacramento shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Now Mills. Here's Zeller. Sinks the triple.
Look at Zeller from deep. It can really open up the post if the D has to worry about him all the way out there.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for this. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Giles is out there with Alex Len, and it's Bazemore at the 3. And you see flashes of brilliance with Harry Giles. And eventually, Chris, you think he'll put it all together.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I do, Kevin. He missed so much time in both college and his entire rookie year. I mean, a little behind the curve in that regard, but the talent is clear. And there was a reason why he was once the top-rated player in the draft.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second-chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And Joseph kicks to Hield, trying to find Len, gets it to him. He dishes it to Joseph. Hield outside. Pass to Giles. Count it. Giles has got 6.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Mills. 12 points his last outing.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Hield the pass to Bazemore. Here's Len. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Giles has got the lead up to 1 now for the Kings.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket. And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
And San Antonio has possession after the Kings pick up 2. Back to Zeller. Stolen by Len. Here's Bazemore. He can't get that one. So the Spurs will take it the other way. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
They looked totally in sync, GA. I mean, they knew what they wanted to accomplish, and then they went out there and did it.
Here's Joseph after the basket by San Antonio. Clock at 6. He lobs it up. Chris, with every team looking to maximize floor space, which big men are the deadliest from outside? They have a shot that you've got to respect.
Oh, well, I think you got to go with a few. Just rapid fire. You got to go with that man, Mr. Towns, out there in Minnesota. How about Blake Griffin, what he did for the Pistons, just shooting, knocking those threes down. Now, I got to give my man Big Lopez a shout-out. He shoots it deep from Curryland out there for the Milwaukee Bucks. So much fun watching these guys. And don't forget about Big Marc Gasol. He'll let him fly from deep as well.
He will, and they're all effective.
Oh, very effective.
And the Spurs making a change here. DeRozan's checked in. Sacramento also making some changes. Jabari Parker's checked in for Alex Len. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. Here's DeRozan. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. And DeRozan kicks to Zeller. And 2 free throws. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about. Getting
the power on that through down.
Wow.
And hey, that wasn't easy, but Parker was just committed to scoring no matter what.
Here is Forbes. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Parker inside. He's against Zeller. Parker's shot is off. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Well, you got to credit his work ethic. Tyler Zeller has improved dramatically year after year. I mean, he's now very capable of starting center in this league.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Derek White's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. And then for Sacramento, Bielitsa. He checks in for Giles. And it's Bogdanovich in for Heel. 4 on the clock. Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans. 9 seconds left to play here in the half. Murray for 3. And the 3 ball is good. And the Spurs lead by 1. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And that's it for the first half of action.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. DeMar DeRozan brought his A game early tonight. He had 8 points and...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. You've got Jakob Poeltl. White is out there with Murray. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Walker in at the 3 slot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. On offense, here are the Spurs. It's a 1-point game. Here's Murray. And that one hits back iron. And for Sacramento, their shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Fox, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Murray for 3. A shot off that time, and the Kings going the other way now.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray
long, athletic, and young, he still has a very bright future.
Here's Walker, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. He's solid from that in-between there.
Barnes kicks to Holmes. Shoots over Pirtle. Holmes, good. Holmes got 10 points in the game. And Murray winning second-team all-defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating a whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the rejection by Holmes. The pass to Bielitsa. The dish to Len. Bazemore passes to Len. He gets it in there. Len's got his first 2 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Bellinelli. Kicks it to Pirtle. From deep. Bazemore grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
With the floater. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. Bazemore's got the lead up to 6 now for Sacramento.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. Back to Bellinelli. Spurs passing it around. Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game, don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Here's Holmes. Arm's length from the hoop, he knocks it down. Holmes got 4 points now in the quarter.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Spurs trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
DeRozan with it. Holmes on him. Moves back up. Pirtle. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Bielitsa against Murray. And Joseph kicks it to Bazemore. Four on the shot clock. Holmes passes to Bazemore over Bellinelli, and it doesn't even draw iron. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. For San Antonio, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. A free throw drop for DeRozan. A different look now for San Antonio. Rudy Gay's checked in for Walker. Bryn Forbes comes in for Marco Bellinelli. That's Mills in for Murray. Parker left side. Healed against Gay. Giles kicks to Barnes. Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of, but it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
Here is Forbes, covered by Hield. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Forbes. Fox passes to Barnes. They kick out to Hield. He feeds it to Parker. And here's Barnes for 3. No good on the shot. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Kings on top, up by 4. And we're coming. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Sacramento, Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Giles is out there with Parker, and it's Fox in at the 1 spot. And Parker comes with the help. To the inside, here's Pirtle. Nifty move. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds, thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
Parker. They kick out to Hield. And here is Barnes. Pass to Giles. 6 on the shot clock. Feeds it to Parker. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
You talk about heart. Parker is no stranger at battling through contact and challenges. I mean, it's what's really defined his career.
Sacramento making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without fouling.
Barnes can't get it to go. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They trail by 6. Offensive rebound. Pirtle kicks to Forbes. Passes it to Mills. Over in the corner, White. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Oh, yeah, they're expanding a ton of focus and energy at the offensive end, but at the defensive end, it is just the opposite.
Parker dishes to Bogdanovich. Barnes trying to free himself up. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Parker.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Pirtle has it in the corner. Now the pass to Forbes. A 3-ball. Sacramento grabs the miss. In the corner, it's Hield. The feed to Parker. Outside, Bogdanovich. Mills with the steal. Forbes the pass to Gay. Good D by Barnes. Sacramento leading by 6. Fox kicks to Hield. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And that one's good by Gay.
That's why they go to Gay in those big-time situations. You know he's going to come through when it matters most.
Fox with it. 1:49 left in the fourth. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Fox has got the lead up to 6 now for Sacramento.
Oh, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Barnes against Gay. And here's Mills for 3. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. Kings have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Can't connect from short range.
They say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for the Spurs. And then for Sacramento, Rashawn Holmes comes in for Parker, and Bielitsa in for Buddy Hield. And here's Walker outside. San Antonio again missing. Kings leading now by 6. Bielitsa passes to Bogdanovich. And Bielitsa kicks to Bogdanovich. Fox against Pirtle. 6 to shoot. Fox finds Bogdanovich. Walker with some nice D.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
No, yeah, I agree with you, GA, but I've seen crazy things happen.
Now Fox. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for San Antonio. DeJounte Murray comes in for Patty Mills. The Kings also with the sub. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovich.
Wow, what a shot. I mean, Fox enjoys having the spotlight on him in big moments like this.
Pirtle, it drops. And now they trail by just 4. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Fox passes to Bielitsa. The kick out to Barnes. The wide open look here for Fox. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up to score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
And so it's Sacramento who's straight by with, all right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from
tying the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Bogdanovich. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Holmes. Back to Bogdanovich. From outside the arc. No good. Excellent D there from Holiday. Here are the Pelicans with the ball. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. Steve, compare it now to when you were playing. Did teams go deeper into their benches than they used to?
Yeah, they do. I think because of this load management, resting players. So you see a lot of guys play a lot. And also what they've done right now with the G League, being able to bring guys up. They use those guys, and I think it helps a lot, even not on games, but in practice. You'll see more guys are involved in giving guys rest.
Yeah, that makes sense. To the middle, here's Holmes. That one misses. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Kings. That one was played in Sacramento. Holiday, the pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Crafty ball handler coming off screens. Drew Holiday has the defense guessing. It guesses wrong.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Bielitsa. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's putting up 9 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
The Kings have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Over to the left wing. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Goes up the baseline with the putback. Favors with the rebound. So Favors will bring it up for New Orleans. For 3, Ingram. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. The Kings trailing. Here's Holmes, and Holmes throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Holiday against Bogdanovich. Outside Holiday. Pass to Williamson. Over Bielitsa. It's tipped, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Sacramento making some changes. Alex Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Giles comes in for Bielitsa, and it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Here's Melly. Rejected by Len. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. The shot. No good. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Back to Redick. New Orleans moving the ball around. Offline with his three. Kings have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And looking at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox, the last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 14th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. Now here's Jackson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Back to Redick from deep three-point range. The rebound by Giles.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Joseph, the pass to Giles. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Giles has got his second basket of the game.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Hart kicks to Jackson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph. And that does it for the first quarter. It's set. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Jackson. He's out there with J.J. Redick. Okafor out there with Hart. And it's Melly in at the power forward.
And this is Alvin Gentry's 4th stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league. A decade coaching in college. Worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Williamson is checked in for Okafor. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. And Ball subbed in for Jackson. Now here's Williamson. 23 points for him the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle. He brought energy. And he brought it on the glass.
Here's Hield after J.J. Redick's bucket. Bazemore passes to Giles. Now Bazemore. Parker outside. Clock at 6. And Bazemore kicks to Giles. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Giles has got the lead up to 5 now for the Kings. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Here's Melly. Now Ball. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. And finished off by Williamson.
already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Outside, Joseph. Inside. Giles, that's good. Giles has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Williamson. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Healed with the bucket.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
So it's Sacramento now. The Pelicans make their last shot. Joseph, the pass to Giles. Parker left side. Passes to Bazemore. And Giles now top of the key. Another three for Sacramento. And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
And it's Ingram missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Joseph, the pass to Parker. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Alex Lenz checked in for Giles. Bielitsa comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. Now here's Okafor. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Jackson dishes to Hayes. And the shot goes in. Kings leading now by 10. And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Bogdanovich passes to Len. Now here's Bielitsa, covered by Okafor. Back to Len. Parker left side. And there's the pass to Len. Hayes with the steal. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Hart. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Hart's got his first 2 points of the night. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Fox dishes to Len from 10 feet out, and the shot goes in. Len's got his first points in this one.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Pass to Hart. Back to Jackson. Okafor in the post. Guarded by Len. Jackson in the corner. Shoots over Fox. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. And so it's Sacramento going into the break with a 10-point lead. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able. And that does it for our.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Smitty, every team has its leaders, either official or unofficial. What's expected, in your opinion, out of a team captain?
Well, I think leadership. I mean, also have the same, voice of the coaching staff and organization, and also the voice of winning. I think if you have a leader that can do that, sometimes that leader's vocal, sometimes that leader leads by example, but you usually know who that is.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Now here's Ingram. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game.
And Williamson
such a unique prospect from a physical standpoint, can get anything he wants in that paint.
Barnes outside. Back to Holmes. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Kings lead by 10.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Redick passes to Melly. Fox against Ball. Pass to Melly. And stolen by Bielitsa. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Barnes with the ball. Bielitsa finds Barnes. And stolen by Williamson. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Ingram.
As you can see, Redick is not just a shooter, but also a terrific passer.
Passes it to Bielitsa. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Redick passes to Williamson. It's Ingram on the wing. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And it's almost unfair for a 6'9" guy like Ingram to handle the rock like that. Just superb at maneuvering through the D.
Now, here's Bielitsa. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here's Barnes. 8-point game. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Here's Holmes following the score by New Orleans. Fox finds Bogdanovich. Bielitsa with it. Bogdanovich looking around. 4 on the clock. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. Ball dishes to Williamson. Feeds it to Favors. Out to the wing. Williamson kicks to Ingram. The pass to Ball. Now Ingram, covered by Hield. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And why don't we quickly go to the 2K leaderboard and find out which shooting guards have been the hottest at the free throw line this season. J.J. Redick is second.
And this is a set of players that can drive and slash, hoping to draw contact, because if they can get to the bucket and the foul, it's going to be a three-point play the hard way.
Give them all credit for the work they put in to become such great free throw shooters. Trust me, it takes a lot of work to shoot those kinds of percentages.
Now, here's Fox. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Fires from deep. Kings with the fresh shot clock. Pelicans trail by 9. Redick with it, outguarded by Hield. And it's Ingram missing. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Up again. It's good on the putback.
One of the foremost offensive rebounders in the game. Favors always in pursuit.
Pass to Bielitsa. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Holmes. And that one's drained from the low block. Holmes got 6.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
And here's Barnes for 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Sacramento heading to the bench with... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So for New Orleans right now, Favors is out there with Hayes. And there's Jackson. Then it's Holiday. And it's Hart in at the 3 spot. Outside Holiday. Right side Favors. Back to Holiday. Launches it. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
You see the competitiveness of Holiday, not about to let the 3 on the other end go unanswered.
Hield the pass to Len. Giles controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Kings lead by 9.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Sacramento with the ball. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. Barnes kicks to Fox. Off target with his 3. Pelicans trail by 9. It's Jackson with the drive. Barnes grabs the miss. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the dunk by Len.
And how about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Back to Jackson. He kicks to Holiday. Outside Favors. Outside Jackson from past the arc. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. It's good. And that's now 6 points for Alex Len.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Steve, we're seeing teams around the league putting up a lot of 3-point shots. I'm sure you would have enjoyed playing in this era so much with that green light shooting 3.
I would, Kevin. Getting a chance to shoot maybe 5 or 6 more 3-point field goal attempts takes your numbers up. But I also think a lot of these teams are copycats. Everybody can't shoot the 3. Work on your game and what's best for you.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David. Here's Barnes. Following the basket by Lonzo Ball. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Hield finds Fox. Hield outside. Here's Len. Pelicans with the rebound. Favors has got 5 rebounds tonight. The feed now to Ingram. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Ingram's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pelicans. Back to Hield. Outside, Fox. Sacramento moving it around. To the paint. It's Pialita. And they pick up 2. And the Kings lead by 11. Here's Ball. 1:30 left in the game. And Holiday kicks to Ingram. He dishes it to Ball. Ingram outside. 6 to shoot. From about 19 feet. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Pass the ball. Back to Ingram. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Kings.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
Now Fox, following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Almost, but it rolls out. On the wing, Holiday. Ball kicks to Ingram. Jacks up a three, gets the bucket.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes light up. His shooting is just...
So the Kings win it, even early.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all.
The Mississippi River and with well, they are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. And the starting group for the Spurs. White is out there with Murray. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Walker in at the 3. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the 5. Here's Pirtle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And at the end of the year, Brent, we've been seeing an uptick in play from some young lottery-bound teams.
Well, they're always excited about having opportunity to play loose and play free. The backside of that is you didn't play well enough to get into the playoffs. Right. So, good coaching staffs with young teams that have potential, Kevin, will ask their teams to be spoilers. Like, embrace the idea of let's compete tonight against that team. They're the 4th seed. Yeah, let's go up against this.
Sure.
There are other teams that, quite frankly, just give up on the year. And some guys will have some big empty numbers to finish off the season. You got to temper your kind of eyeballs on those things.
Ingram finds Holiday. Puts up a 3. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. It's stolen by DeRozan. Now here's White. A 14-point game for him in the win against Dallas.
I'm not sure in that game if it was him or Dikembe Mutombo out there, guys. I was just hoping to see one finger wave after one of those 4 blocks. No, not today.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Out left to the wing. Ball, the pass to Williamson. He kicks it to Holiday. Ingram outside. From downtown. And he's good on the 3-ball.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Outside, White. Pass to DeRozan. Throws it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now here's Ingram. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Pirtle with the ball. Favors picks him up. Outside, White. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Pass the ball. Here's Williamson. Latre. Ball, no good.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Now here's White. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. DeRozan trying to get open. Walker's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate. Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
Here's Williamson, and it's ball in the corner. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. San Antonio also making some changes. Gay comes in for Walker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for White. Murray with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Murray, no good. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
There's so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And to sit at his locker, to take a long shower, he doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Jackson passes to Hayes. Outside, Reddick. The pass to Melly. Back to Reddick. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Hart. Pass to Jackson. Hayes with it. He's covered by Murray. Reddick inside the line, and they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Hurdle finds Murray. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Gay. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
They got Jackson. He's out there with J.J. Reddick. He's out there with Hart. And it's Melly in at the power forward position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Mills. Can't hit that one. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. Here's Gay, and finished off by Gay.
How about the speed with which he got to the rim that time? Rudy Gay, excellent job of dropping the hammer.
It's intercepted. Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. Plays it up and banks it in. Forbes has got the lead up to 11 now for San Antonio.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development that's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time. It's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Brett, kind of a musical chairs situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise, this season moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
San Antonio making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. And Holiday kicks the ball. Ingram outside. For 3. Nailed from three-point land. Ingram's got 8.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Mills with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Releases. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Williamson dishes the ball. Kicks to Ingram. Misses the 3. Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against Dallas. And here's Gay, a 17-point game for him in the win against Dallas. Passes it to Mills. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Derek Favors.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And there's Williamson on the assist by Holiday. Now just a 5-point Spurs lead.
And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
The dish to ball. He kicks to Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Lets it go with the three. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
The with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
It's Bellinelli atop the key. Here's Zeller. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Zeller's got his first points of the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Now that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in, so San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Gay. Walker comes in for Marco Bellinelli. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. The Spurs shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game, don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Okafor inside. He's covered by Zeller. And it's Okafor missing. Now Walker. Over in the corner. White. Shot on the wing. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. What a start for Jakob Poeltl. He had 8 points and 4 rebounds. And Shaq, what are you... And that should...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You gotta like what Jakob Poeltl has done in this game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got DeRozan. White is out there with Murray. Then there's Poeltl, and it's Walker in at the small forward position. Spurs leading by 11. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Poeltl. Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had those... Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Outside DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 11-point game. And here's Ingram from the arc. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight. Right the pass to Murray. Outside, Walker beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Ingram attacking. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on DeRozan. Hayes, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Jackson comes in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Spurs, Rudy Gay's checked in for Walker. Bryn Forbes comes in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Ball. Yes, that goes in. Mills has got his first basket.
Well, he lacks some size and some strength, but Mills creative in the inside to finish that one.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And the pass to Ingram. Hayes with it. Hurdles there. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 5 points. That time the bucket coming from Hayes.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense. A quick move to the bucket. And you get the lay-in.
Here's DeRozan. Sinks the three-pointer. DeRozan's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Jackson passes to Hayes. Shoots over Pirtle. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Hayes.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's DeRozan, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
That shot off the mark. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And that one, good.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
52 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Gay outside. A three-pointer, no good. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Williamson. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from DeRozan. It's Gay on the way. He's covered by Ingram. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
Can't fall for Gay's pump fake there. It excels at getting the D in the air and going right into you for the foul.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Whitey's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. Outside, Redick. Three-pointer. Here's Okafor. Gay with the block. And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlight. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Then there's Jahlil Okafor, and it's Hart in at the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And stolen by Murray, and a fast break now for the Spurs. And that one drops. Bellinelli's got his first basket of the night.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Holiday up top. Nelly passes to Okafor. Redick with the three. Drops in the tray.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
White dishes to Murray. The three. Good D by Holiday.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Pass to Hart. Redick with it. New Orleans moving the ball around. Back to Okafor. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Down low, it's stolen. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just one in the basket from Drew Holiday.
Holiday did a great job there, realizing they had an opportunity in transition, taking advantage of the numbers. Those are the kind of situations where they thrive.
To the middle, here's Gay. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Hart. Bellinelli is covering. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Thanks, David. That's good from DeMar DeRozan. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Ball.
And Ball is not going to back down in these moments. In fact, he embraces being the man when it's a big possession.
And DeRozan, here we go. Count it. DeRozan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
This is the challenge Williamson possesses to many defenders. Hard to guard him without fouling.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
White against Redick. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Pirtle gets to Walker. And another basket for San Antonio.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
And that one's good. Ingram.
And after playing 1 year at Duke, Ingram is used to providing big baskets for his club, just dominating with ease in these moments.
DeRozan. Not a lot of room. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And they double up DeRozan to the paint. And it's Walker that time on the assist from DeRozan. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Good! And now they trail by just 4.
And how about the focus of Ingram? Not getting overtaken by the heat of the moment, nailing the shot in the face of the defender.
White, wide open. He fired. DeRozan's shot is good.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Here's Ball. From outside, off the mark. Walker taking his time here. He dishes it to Murray. From deep. Misses there. And so it's San Antonio with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Slam.
In your face.
You play 2K.
All the time.
You act.
Yep.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Pirtle is out there with DeRozan. Then there's Derek White. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Walker in at the small forward position. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bialica is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Murray. And the rejection by Holmes. Bialica misses.
And the Spurs, I've heard it said, the most process-oriented team in the league.
Well, that's an understanding of what it takes for them as a small market team to be successful. A good assessment of what they have to do as the San Antonio Spurs to be good. Scouting, coaching, chemistry, all part of that.
Well, these are not the lineups that either team, Clark, thought they would have for this one. Big injuries to contend with on both sides.
And that happens sometimes during the course of the season, Kevin. It's actually a good test of your depth and your will, and it gives other guys an opportunity to step into the breach and show what they've got. Always interesting to see which guys will take advantage of a newfound opportunity.
A lot of opportunity, you're right.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up.
And if you're the defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
5 on the clock. Baseline jumper, and he hits the jump shot.
DeRozan has a dynamic mid-range game. Whether he's wide open or being defended well, he can knock it down from there.
Fox against Murray. Passes it to Bialica. To the inside. Pirtle with the steal. DeRozan with it. He had 13 points in the win against Dallas.
And even while he was piling up all... Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
Well, guys, we've seen DeRozan. He's got tremendous bounce, and when he's airborne, not only is he up high, he's strong while he's in the air, too. Really special.
The pass to Barnes. Here's Bialica, guarded by Walker. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Bogdanovich finds Holmes. Clock at 6. It's Bialica, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bialica's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. And it's Fox with the jam.
And Fox is so good in the open floor, Kevin. Whether he's passing to teammates or doing his own grocery bagging, this dude's a major threat in the open space.
And White kicks to Murray. From deep three-point range, Sacramento grabs the miss. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them. Pirtle against Bogdanovich. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Walker. No good there. Good D by Barnes. Bogdanovich passes to Bialica. And Holmes throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Fields checked in for Bogdanovich. San Antonio also making some changes. Gay comes in for Walker. And it's Bryn Forbes in for White. Hield outside. Pushing it up. Holmes kicks to Barnes. Again, Sacramento.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Looking to end the run, and it's good. 2 points. DeRozan's got 6. Kings leading now by 7. Pass to Barnes. Here's Holmes. And it's Gay with the rebound. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Tell you what, I don't know of anybody more aggressive at attacking the basket than DeRozan. A lot of his points come off the drive.
Barnes passes to Bialic. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Holmes finds Barnes. Sacramento gets it back. It's good. He has 6.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's DeRozan. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's set. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Kings.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for San Antonio, Rudy Gay is out there with Bellinelli. Then it's Mills. Then it's Tyler Zeller. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian's Mills a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Bazemore passes to Giles. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Rudy Gay on the wing. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Hield. Bazemore dishes to Joseph. Here's Hield. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, with the playoffs coming up quickly, Clark, strength of schedule can play a big role as it determines where a team is going to be seated come playoff time.
No, I agree with you in terms of even just making the playoffs sometimes, Kevin, based on where teams are and who they're playing. I mean, those matchups against potential playoff teams that are still fighting for seeding, they can sharpen you up and get you ready. Actually, those games can be playoffs before the playoffs in many ways.
And I always admire the coaches, Clark, that walk their players through the different scenarios because they should be aware.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You want everything out in front of you. As long as your team is able to handle it, and most of these teams can't, I think that's a good point.
Both good from the line that time.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Parker kicks to Joseph. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Len passes to Hield. Back to Len. Puts up a 3. Out they get it back. Joseph finds Bazemore. And here is Parker. Tries again. And it's in off the backboard. Parker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Kings.
That's just really outstanding confidence from Parker. I mean, the defense hardly having any time to react when he's skying for the jumper as soon as he gets the pass. Quickly getting into a shot after he catches.
Yep, it counts. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Hield outside. Bazemore passes to Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
Oh, I like the craftiness of Parker at finding ways to get into the lane, always looking to punch it down.
To the right side. And here's Mills from the arc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. Fox comes in for Joseph. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for San Antonio. Derek White comes in for Bryn Forbes. That shot off.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Back to Hield. Parker kicks to Len. From down in the low post, it goes. Len's got 4 points this quarter. Spurs trail by 11. Passes to Zeller. Here's Walker. And Walker throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Zeller against Len. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Kings shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And the technical free throw is good.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Harry Giles is checked in for Alex Len. Then for the Spurs, Pirtle, he is checked in for Tyler Zeller. DeRozan comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Hield can't hit. Spurs trail by 8. Finished off the break. White's got his second bucket.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Here's Parker, and he banks in the layup.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
DeRozan scanning the floor. White dishes to Murray. Right side to Walker. Launches a 3. White. Here's Pirtle. The kick out to Walker. From deep. The shot comes out. Barnes outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Sacramento in the driver's seat, up 8 points.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They have a solid 8-point lead. Check. And that'll...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Holmes in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
DeRozan always drawing fouls because he's very aggressive in taking it to the hoop.
And growing up about 15 miles south of the Staples Center, DeMar DeRozan idolized Kobe Bryant, Clark, and patterned his game after him.
And you can see evidence of Kobe's game in DeMarcus's game. You think about the footwork, the ability to post up, the moves and counter moves, the balance and strength. I think he owes a lot of that to the Mamba.
Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Holmes. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Holmes got 8 points. Spurs trail by 8. Out to the right wing. Here's White. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Holmes with the steal. Outside, Fox. He kicks to Barnes. Back to Fox. From deep. The shot, no good. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 10. And he gets it back.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Barnes against DeRozan. Barnes passes to Bielitsa. Back to Barnes. Buries it down low. And now a 12-point Kings lead.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Right side, White. Pirtle kicks to Murray. Here's Walker. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 5 points in the game.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Bielitsa with the bucket. How do you think great coaches go about making that connection with their players?
Well, it starts with being candid and holding the player accountable. Great players want to and need to be coached. And great coaches find a way to do that effectively for that individual and for the team.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Oh, I tell you what, guys, there's so many different ways DeRozan can beat you. When he's hot, he's a problem.
From deep three-point range, Bogdanovich, no luck. Spurs trail by 10. Walker the pass to DeRozan. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Nothing to think about there with DeRozan. I mean, the quick trigger, just catch it and shoot.
Now the pass to Bielitsa. Back to Bogdanovich. Bielitsa inside. DeRozan defending. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Rashad Holmes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes. Healds checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox.
You know, that's really the biggest reason Forbes is out there, guys. Find space on the perimeter and knock down the three-point shot.
Pass to Bazemore. Kept alive.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
Forbes. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And the guard, Bryn Forbes, won back-to-back state championships as a high schooler in the state of Michigan. A couple years at Cleveland State, then transferred back to the state of Michigan and played at Michigan State.
And after that time at Michigan State, he went undrafted, but Kevin really has developed into a steady rotation player in the NBA. And by the way, quite a knockdown shooter.
Sacramento making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Spurs trail by 8.
And if they're thinking, they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Well, we'll see if they have the awareness to realize that.
30 seconds left to play in the third. Healed outside. Pass to Giles. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Spurs have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Passes it to Bellinelli. Back to Mills. And Forbes kicks to Mills. The pass to Gay. From deep. No good on that one. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter, Bellinelli is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Mills, and it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot. Nobody near Parker. No good on the triple. Spurs trail by 6. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Forbes has got 10 points here in the second half.
The timing and execution from Forbes that time, terrific. Knew precisely when to rise up to shoot there.
Parker finds Fox. Now here's Len. Pass to Giles. And Pirtle pulls it down. Forbes the pass to Gay. Sacramento grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. And that'll be the fourth of this 5-game homestand. Here's Giles. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Kings lead by 5.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Pass to Mills. Fires the three. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Heel dishes the Len. Outside, Fox. Bullseye.
Gotta respect the jumper of Fox now. The form is solid, and he's a lefty, which always makes a guy dangerous.
Pass to Gay. Pulls up on the wing. Again, the Spurs good for 2. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Parker. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Man, you can just see how polished Parker is inside. His post game just shines and glows and glitters. I mean, if he gets the ball in a good spot, he's really comfortable going to work.
It's good on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Lenka kicks to Hield. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Fox passes to Hield. Kings moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Knocked away. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Mills. There's the pass to Forbes. Now here's Gay, covered by Parker. Bellinelli against Hield. Pass to Forbes. To take the lead. The putback. Sacramento grabs the miss. Giles has got his 4th rebound in this one. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Kings lead by 4.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Forbes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Hield with the bucket.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Forbes. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Forbes looking more than comfortable having the ball in his hands in these spots. Not afraid to take the big shot. Bryn Forbes getting busy.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Len. Bielitsa comes in for Harry Giles. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Parker. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Buddy Hield. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Gay. Lonnie Walker comes in for Marco Bellinelli. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Murray subbed in for Patty Mills. Good
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's DeRozan. Rebound by the Kings. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Bogdanovich dishes to Fox. It's tipped. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Boy, you look at DeJounte Murray, and I tell you what, he's long, he's fast, he has great instincts. He's a real challenge for defenders.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from..."
It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. If you look at Sacramento, they would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push. And, of course, there's the Pelicans. They're at the 10th position.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're disappointed in that. I mean, they were hoping to take that next step.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Holmes in at center, locking down the middle. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the center. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team is something that's more special to me than being an All-Star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team in the league.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in the power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. Their teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
Holmes can't get it to go in. For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Ball against Fox. Outside Holiday. Over Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And Fox with a clear path to the basket.
I mean, when you think of Fox, quickness comes to mind. He's downright lethal in the open floor.
New Orleans with the ball. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Kings. That one was played in Sacramento. Here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Sacramento.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. He didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Such a wide open look.
Having to chase Bjelica off that three-point line, I mean, when you don't, this is what happens.
Chris, when Bjelica is on the floor, he certainly gives this offense a different look.
Yeah, Bjelica does a fantastic job spreading the floor and opening the lanes for the rest of the team. He doesn't have to play 30 minutes to make his impact felt out there on the floor. Just key stretches to free things up.
And here's Bogdanovich after Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep. Here's Fox trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And so the ball's out of bounds. Favors touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Sacramento making some changes. Alex Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Giles comes in for Bjelica. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. Now here's Len. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Williamson. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
This is what many fans came here to see. Williamson, at his size, with his speed, so unique in his style, his grace. It's unbelievable.
New Orleans in the lead. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Pass to Reddick. Here's Hart. Back to Reddick. New Orleans moving it around. Williamson tips it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Here's Giles. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Barnes. Over Williamson. No good off the back of the rim. New Orleans leading by 4. To the left wing. Here's Hart. And a miss there on the triple. Sacramento's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Fox passes to Len.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively.
And some changes here for the Kings. Parker's checked in for Giles. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Hart the pass to Reddick. Jackson with it. Guarded by Len. Now Okafor. Reddick for 3. Rebound by Parker. Bazemore on the wing. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of them. It's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pelicans lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
We got Jahlil Okafor. J.J. Redick is out there with Jackson. And it's Hayes in at the 4 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Took him no time at all on that one. Redick's got the lead up to 5 now for New Orleans.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Hield outside. He's looking for Joseph and finds him, and count it from 19 feet away. Joseph's got his first points in this one. Pelicans leading by 3.
Well, when you think about the Kings, you know they are going to let it fly. The team is loaded up on players deadly from outside. They've adapted and embraced the long ball era.
Here's Hart. Really had troubles in that loss to Sacramento. Shot clock at 5, and Reddick kicks to Jackson. Here's Hart. A three-pointer off the mark. And the shooting with this Kings team last season, Chris, a major strength, as you said.
Yeah, and their whole offense has benefited from it, Kevin. I mean, they were 4th in the league in three-pointers last year. Finding points won't be a problem for the Kings going forward.
Here's Reddick. The Kings getting the bucket to the left side wing. Now here's Hayes, covered by Parker. And Hayes kicks to Reddick. Fires for 3. Passes it to Hayes. Joseph against Jackson. The pass to Hart. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Second chance shot. Was shot by Reddick. No good. The Kings come into this one following a loss to New Orleans. Hield the pass to Parker. Out left to the wing. Joseph has an open look and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Jackson dishes to Hayes. Jackson passes to Hayes. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Hart. Outside Jackson. Pass to Hart. And here is Okafor. He's covered by Bazemore. Okafor gets the bucket. Here's Joseph. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Passes it to Bazemore. On the wing, Hield. Back to Bazemore. From the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bazemore's got it all tied up now for the Kings. And though Chris, he's known mostly for his shooting, Buddy Hield has been improving in other areas as well.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about ball handling, playmaking. I mean, they're notably better from early in his career. He's a solid rebounder who is definitely not a weak link on the defensive side as well.
And the dunk by Len.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Now, here's Reddick. Releases. That shot, no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Now, here's Reddick. Here's Hart. Nice shot from the wing. Hart's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A lot of shooting is confidence, and there, Hart showing plenty of it with his rise and fire.
Joseph, the pass to Parker. Kicks to Len. Now here's Bazemore. He's tightly guarded. Now the dish to Hield. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Parker's shot is off. The Pelicans have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Jackson gets the bucket.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Bazemore finds Len. Hield outside. Now Bazemore. Back to Hield. And that one released in time, but no good. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points. Thanks for joining.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You gotta like what Kent Bazemore has done in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the 5.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. This really hurt me.
For 3, Ingram. They get the rebound. It doesn't go for him. And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. They trail by 3. Inside. A baseline J. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. Chris, a lot of teams have players that set exceptional screens. And that doesn't really show up in the statistics in the pages we get, does it?
No, it doesn't. But I tell you what, there was a survey done asking some of the players who sets the best screens, and it was unanimous. It was Mr. Adams out there in OKC. Not only does he set screens, but when he sets screens, he cuts to the basket so hard that usually he'll get the offensive rebound. That's why he was second in offensive rebounding in this league. And when you talk about rebounding and setting screens, you got to look at Drummond, Al Horford. I mean, some really good guys that'll get you space.
Boy, those are good numbers and good names you rattle off with. And here's Bogdanovich following Lonzo Ball's 3. Fox passes to Holmes. Sacramento moving it around. Nails it from the high post.
Oh, Kevin, he's getting better at orchestrating the offense. I mean, when Fox hits the open man, it brings this team closer together.
Outside Holiday. Ingram against Barnes. Back to Holiday. He kicks it to Ingram. And there's the pass to Ball. From 18 feet away. Rebound by Bielitsa.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Barnes.
Yeah, that's no run-of-the-mill finish by Barnes right there. He gets thrown off balance by the contact, keeps his focus, stays with it, and gets it to go.
Now here's Williamson. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Here's Ball. Pass to Ingram. Over Barnes. It's hauled in by the Kings. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner for the tie. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. For New Orleans, they've gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Williamson kicks to Ingram. No good on the 3.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
The drive by Barnes. It's Bielitsa. He nails it, and we're tied up. Bielitsa's got 5.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Now, here's Ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Well, in terms of rebounding over the last 10 games, these are the rookies that have been head and shoulders above the rest. The 4th spot held by Zion Williamson.
He's been playing some very determined basketball here lately. It's showing in those rebounding numbers.
Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. Giles checked in for Sacramento. Buddy Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. Outside, Fox. Stolen by Ball. Williamson with it. Now guarded by Fox. They need this one. Hart, that's good. He has 6.
Yeah, this is where Zion is improving, taking advantage of the defensive attention he receives.
To the paint, here's Giles, and the rejection by Favors. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's Bielitsa. He has 5. For the lead, and Fox gets it to go. Fox has got his 2nd bucket.
This is the next step for Fox. I mean, he's sharpening his outside shot. He's becoming a major threat from there.
There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Williamson with it. Bielitsa's there. Shot clock at 3. And shot on the way. Here's Favors. Pass to Hart. And here is Ball. Favors in the post. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
That's an unforced error that will drive a coach crazy. Got to play heads up out there.
Fox kicks to Hield. Back to Fox. From deep three-point range. Off on that one.
A very active player. It's fantastic watching the ball. Work hard to disrupt his man's concentration.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Okafor. And it's Melly in at the 4. That's the Pelicans' 5. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Okafor. Another shot. Passes it to Hart. Takes a 3. Rebound by Bielitsa. The Kings leading. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And that one, good. Fox has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Sacramento.
Oh, he's a crafty offensive talent. I mean, Fox can really make defenders pay around the rim.
Back to Redick. Now here's Okafor. Now the pass to Hart. Over Barnes. Hart, no good.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
The kick out to Fox. On the wing, Barnes. Giles the pass to Heel. Pass to Bialica. Here's Fox. That shot off. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Okafor. Shoots over Fox. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from Okafor. King shooting 43% for the game. Down low, Bialica. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
At 6'10", Bialica is a legit threat inside, looking very comfortable and assured right there.
Jackson kicks to Hart. Redick for three. Rebound by the Kings. Fox passes to Barnes. Back to Fox for the three. And it's Melly with the rebound. Melly's got 6 rebounds in the game.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Okafor. Passes to Fox. Back to Hield. The kick out to Barnes. The pass to Bialica. Here's Giles. Tries again. He lays it in. Giles has got the lead up to 3 now for Sacramento.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Pass to Hart. On the wing, Jackson. Redick way outside. It's good. This game is all even.
That's just the veteran leadership of Redick. When you need a bucket, he wants to be the one taking the shot.
Back to Hield. And stolen by Redick. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Pass to Melly. Hart kicks to Jackson. Outside, Redick to take the lead. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And now it's a 3-point New Orleans lead.
Exceptional shooting on the pass. Redick's rapid-fire release often comes in handy.
Passes it to Fox. Shoots the three. Knocks down the 3-ball. Fox has got the game tied up here for the Kings.
Embracing the spotlight, but it's a big possession. It's fun seeing Fox come alive and deliver.
Outside, Redick. Here's the pass to Melly. 1:02 left in the 4th quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Okafor. Rebound by Bialica.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Yes!
Wow, what a shot! I mean, Fox enjoys having the spotlight on him in big moments like this.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're down by 2. 46 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, De'Aaron Fox.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He told them, hey, guys, this is a close game, but if we execute right here, I like our chances. There's no need for hero ball. Trust one another. Make the simple play. Kevin, back to you.
Here's Bialica. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Here's Redick. Now Ball. Back to Redick. Ingram outside. To the middle. Here's Williamson. comes up empty down low.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Timeout called by the Kings. Here's Hield. It's in!
I love the poise from him, not getting overwhelmed. He exercises amazing patience when the pressure is on.
Redick for three. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one.
Welcome back to 2K TV, Bill
Yeah.
Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right here.
He's going to end it.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for DeRozan.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Ingram in at the 3. And for the Spurs, Pirtle is out there with DeRozan. Then it's White. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. Now here's Ingram. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Walker goes in and finished off by Walker.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game. The defensive impact of Jakob Poeltl giving the Spurs a boost. Great timing and instincts as a shot blocker.
Ingram outside. New Orleans moving it around. Now here's Ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And coming to San Antonio in the Kawhi Leonard trade, the Spurs hoping Pirtle can be a difference maker.
You know what, Kevin? Already their best road threat offensively. He rarely misses with his right hand in close.
Clock at 4. Here's White. A three-pointer, no good. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Shoots. And Ingram the bucket on the assist by Holiday.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. DeRozan passes to Walker. Back to DeRozan. Over Williamson. DeRozan's shot is good.
And that's when he's at his best. DeRozan, confident and in rhythm with the jumper.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Outside Holiday. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Walker with a clean look. Misses the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The shot by Holiday, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the evening. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Now, Ball. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Ingram dishes to Favors. Ingram with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
And checking out the numbers for Lonzo Ball. Since the break, he's been simply stellar. He's averaging 15 points a game,
8 assists and 7 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Zeller, he's checked in for San Antonio. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And the pass to Hart. This one for 3. Hits it from three-point range. And it's all knotted up.
He's a great shooter, but not just a gunner. JJ finding the open man.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays. Hits perimeter shots. And the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And here's Mills from the arc. It's rebounded by Hayes. New Orleans has gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. That puts them in the lead. Hart's got 5 points so far. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Kings in Sacramento. And Forbes kicks to Bellinelli. Easy 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pelicans. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Redick surveying the D. Back to Jackson. There's the triple. And the Pelicans get it back. Redick inside the line, and a little luck that time, but it drops.
Redick is just the ultimate professional. Even when it looks like a tough bucket, he makes it look too easy.
And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Spurs lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. They've got Jackson. He's out there with J.J. Redick. Jahlil Okafor is out there with Hart. And it's Melli in at the 4-man position. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound San Antonio. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
As long as they maintain that same aggressiveness, they should be in solid shape to come away victorious again.
Shot by Zeller, no good. The Pelicans have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter.
And the Pelicans under head coach Alvin Gentry, a team that looks to get out and run.
Reason why, GA, he was an assistant under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix when the pace and space trend was just getting started. Also on the bench for the Warriors, and we know how they like to get up and down. That up-tempo style is what he preaches.
Now here's Mills, guarded by Jackson. Here's Forbes. Off target from three-point range. For New Orleans, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pass to Melli. To the inside. Okafor, the pass to Redick. Zeller grabs the board.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Gay kicks to Mills. Pass to Zeller. Bellinelli against Jackson. Lets it go from the wing. They get it back.
Great anticipation by Rudy Gay. That's a veteran move by a guy who knows how to create scoring opportunities.
Jackson passes to Melly. Reddick inside the line. Rebound San Antonio. Gay's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Forbes kicks to Bellinelli. Okafor against Zeller. Back to Bellinelli. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Gay scanning the floor. Pass to Mills. On deep. Okafor grabs the miss.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
New Orleans moving it around. Jackson finds Okafor. A lot of talent in the 2018 draft, Smitty. Who do you think has the highest ceiling of that group?
Kevin, I love that question because it's not who's the best player who has the best talent. It's the ceiling. I think Jaren Jackson Jr., Marvin Bagley, those guys have so much room to grow. The Doncic and the Trae Young, those guys are fantastic. They have room to grow, but I think those two have a lot of room to grow, and they're already good.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside Jackson. Reddick for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And Mills kicks to Forbes. Mills dishes to Gay. And there it is for him. Gay's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And the wide open shot from Reddick. And a miss there on the triple.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half. The pass to Zeller. And here is Bellinelli. Good on the triple. And now a 7-point San Antonio lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Passes it to Melly. Will it go? And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That's his first foul. 7 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside DeRozan takes the 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Pelicans trail by 7.
Well, the first 9 seasons of DeMar DeRozan's career in Toronto, it had become home for him. Last season, the adversity of a trade that sent him to San Antonio.
Murray out there with Derek White. Then there's Pirtle. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Walker in at the 3 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. Just 2 to shoot. Favors finds ball. And that one's good by Favors.
You love the effort of Favors. On the glass, he's a scrappy player who comes away with second chance opportunities for his club.
Murray for 3. Pelicans with the rebound. And Smitty, a real adjustment for DeRozan, leaving behind the only NBA team he had ever known after so long.
Yeah, he's been instrumental in taking the Raptors franchise to new heights. A lot of emotions. I think he understands he's going to grow from that experience.
Spurs leading by 5. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Walker. Back to DeRozan. Murray surveying the D. Over Favors. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Walker against Ball. Walker the pass to Murray. Pirtle against Favors. Outside, Walker. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Drew Holiday. Pelicans trail by 7.
The Pelicans tried to build a contender around Anthony Davis. They're hoping this go around with Zion Williamson, they'll be able to create a more complete team. Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Holiday against White. So the wing on the left. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. And Steve, with the Anthony Davis trade completed, a new look for the Pelicans.
Yes, plan A, Kevin, was to make it work with Anthony Davis. Instead, they have acquired a lot of young talent, a ton of it. In time, they'll become a team, in my opinion, to be reckoned with.
Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
This is the challenge Williamson possesses to many defenders. Hard to guard him without fouling.
Rudy Gay's checked in for Walker.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching, and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ingram's got his second basket of the game. Out to the right wing. Pass to DeRozan. Makes it off the glass.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Ball with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Holiday left side. Williamson, count that bucket.
Difficult to guard in pick and roll. Zion's combination of mobility and quickness along with that strength, just so lethal.
Murray kicks to White. That 3 off the mark. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Fires for 3. The Pelicans get another chance here. Out to Ingram from deep. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Outside Holiday. Right wing. Ball with a wide open look. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. Their backcourt, Ball and Reddick. Hart is out there with Williamson. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain, he can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
Walker's checked in for San Antonio. Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Here's Pirtle. Favors with the rebound. Favors got his 4th rebound in this one. Reddick inside the line. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Walker's shot is off.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Williamson dishes to Reddick. Kicks at the ball. Back to Reddick. Shoots from the line. Misses off the left iron.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Forbes the pass to Pirtle. Back to Forbes. The offensive rebound.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Finished off by DeRozan.
DeMar is so dangerous when he's attacking the rim. Great drive.
Favors passes to Williamson. Down low. New Orleans moving it around. Right side Reddick. From deep three-point range. The pass to Ball. Outside Reddick. Goes back up, and dead on that time. Beautiful shot. Reddick's got the lead up to 4 now for New Orleans. Here is Forbes, covered by Reddick. 1:51 left to play here in the 4th. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. We've got 1:48 left in the 4th. Passes it to Ball. Here's Hart. Back to Ball. He kicks it to Reddick. Now here's Ball. T right on him. From deep. And the Pelicans get it back. Pass to Reddick. Five on the clock. Pass to Hart. There's the three. Back to Reddick. Stolen by Walker. And Mills kicks to DeRozan. Up again. Rebounded by Hart. New Orleans has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And the dunk by Williamson.
This is why they go to Zion. His teammates trusting in his ability to get the job done.
Here is Forbes, covered by Reddick. Offensive rebound. The shot, no good. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession. This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
You know what? Their focus right now, every possession has to yield points.
Shooting foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
What you love about Jakob Poeltl is his size. A 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
Deflects the pass and stolen by White. Here's Poeltl. Ooh, off wide. Knocks it loose. And here's Ingram from the arc. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a double. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment.